Dealing with a narcissist can feel overwhelming, leaving you drained or questioning yourself. But you don't have to let their behavior control your peace. In today's video, we're breaking down 5 key strategies to handle a narcissist mindfully, empowering you to stay grounded and protect your well-being. Let's dive in. 1. Set firm boundaries. Narcissists often push or ignore limits to maintain control, making boundaries essential for safeguarding your emotional and physical space. Mindful boundary setting involves clearly communicating what you will and won't tolerate, enforcing consequences consistently, and doing so without guilt or escalation. Boundaries aren't about changing the narcissist, but about protecting your peace and asserting your needs in a calm, intentional way. State your boundaries directly and politely, focusing on your needs. For example, you may say, "I need uninterrupted time to work, so I can't take calls now." If they violate the boundary, enforce a consequence calmly, like ending the conversation or limiting contact. Be consistent, as narcissists may test limits repeatedly. If they persist or guilt trip, restate, "I've said I'm not available now," and don't engage further. If they continue, you might reduce contact temporarily. Avoid sharing personal information they could exploit. 2. Practice emotional detachment. Narcissists feed on emotional reactions, whether admiration, anger, or distress, as it reinforces their sense of control and importance. Practicing emotional detachment involves responding with minimal emotion or engagement, making yourself an unappealing target for their drama. Mindful detachment means observing their behavior without internalizing it, preserving your energy and preventing entanglement in their manipulative cycles. If a narcissist brags or provokes you, avoid engaging in a debate by responding with short responses like, "Okay, I understand," or "That's interesting." Avoid arguing, justifying yourself, or showing strong emotions, as these fuel their behavior. Keeping responses short, neutral, and factual minimizes their ability to draw you into conflict. Internally, use mindfulness techniques like focusing on your breath or visualizing their words as passing noise to stay calm. Redirect conversations to neutral topics if possible. 3. Communicate strategically. Narcissists often misinterpret or escalate emotional or confrontational communication. So strategic communication is keyed in minimizing conflict and maintaining control. Express concerns with I statements to frame issues around your needs, reducing their defensiveness. Maintain a steady, non-emotional tone, and avoid accusations or lengthy explanations to limit the chance of being drawn into their power struggles. Pick battles wisely by focusing on critical issues and let minor slights go to conserve energy. If they deflect or argue, restate your point once and disengage. 4. Protect mental health. Interactions with narcissists can erode your self-esteem, leaving you feeling anxious, guilty, or undervalued. Protecting your mental health involves prioritizing self-care, seeking external support, and limiting exposure to their toxic behavior. Remind yourself that their actions reflect their issues, not your worth. Their words do not define you. Engage in self-care practices like journaling, meditation, exercise, or hobbies that restore your energy. Seek support from trusted friends, a therapist, or support groups to process emotions and gain perspective. Limit contact with the narcissist when possible, such as reducing time spent together or taking breaks after intense interactions. Use affirmations to counter their devaluation, like, "My value isn't defined by their behavior." 5. Recognize manipulation. Narcissists use manipulation to maintain power, secure admiration, or avoid accountability, often through tactics like gaslighting, guilt-tripping, love bombing, or silent treatment. Mindfully recognizing these tactics empowers you to stay grounded and trust your perceptions. Document events, be it texts, emails, or a journal, to counteract their attempts to distort your reality. Validate your feelings with a neutral third party, like a friend or therapist, to maintain clarity. Instead of arguing, respond to manipulation with calm deflection. Politely decline guilt-driven requests. Be cautious of sudden flattery, as it may hide ulterior motives. Narcissists may challenge your boundaries or manipulation resistance over time. Stay firm and predictable to reinforce your stance. Do note, the strategies we spoke about earlier may vary by relationship. For unavoidable relationships, seek professional guidance like therapy or mediation to navigate complex dynamics. If the narcissist's behavior becomes abusive, for example, verbal attacks or emotional harm, prioritize your safety by limiting or ending contact. In workplace settings, document incidents and involve HR if needed. In personal settings, consider legal steps if necessary. When you are dealing with covert narcissists, do note that they may seem shy or victimized, but still manipulate through passive aggressiveness or martyrdom. Apply the same strategies, but be extra vigilant for subtle guilt-tripping or self-pity. And that's it, our 5 key strategies for handling a narcissist. By applying these mindful approaches, you can navigate narcissistic behavior with clarity and resilience, keeping your peace intact.